on a mobile. Be able to access this most likely. Facebook version is like 1.23. I'm on. This is an Android. So we're on BlueStacks, which is an Android emulator. So it's effectively like an Android device, but I'm actually using my computer. And this is version 1.27 we got here, and they're kind of rolling out this new word search game. So it might not be available for you yet, but if you're on the new version, but it'll come out soon, I'm sure. So we're gonna have a little crack at that, and we'll play because of that stuff. We got a Rush to come up. We got Diamond Drop, Tumbler. All the games are there in the arena. All 3 different game types. We got loads of games going on in Scrabble. As always, if you want to challenge me, Evil Budgie, all one word, and challenge away. As long as it's UK word list, and you can play me as many times as you like, just one game at a time. Keep in room match me, I don't mind. Keep playing me. Give me a game. Right, so let's get cracking with this word search. Not seen it before. I did have a quick little look at. So when you first click on it, it'll give you. Let's speak it in. See it again, Echo. So I noticed when I looked at it earlier, I only looked at it very briefly, and when you first click on it, it'll give you some tutorial thing, like it'll give you the Zoe Scrabble GO like lass, basically. She'll give you some little dialogue boxes, but you've not missed much, to be honest. But so yeah, this is it. So let's see if I can bring up the instructions anyway. I guess we'll figure out as it goes. So that's the question mark. The word search. So 1, connect letters. Earn magnifying glasses. Then you can trade in the magnifying glasses to get rewards, usual chest gems, that kind of thing. So you basically have to get words, as you can imagine. These, it's a little bit like that little another game on the words that's like this. That keep word something. I keep forgetting the name of it, but yeah, it's similar to that, basically. Bad looks of it. So I don't know how it works. So it says 3 or 4, but as you can see, I've got lots of extra three-letter words that haven't been allowed yet. So I'm trying to do it in sequence so I don't get messed up by it. Alright, so we got apparently we got all of the 3-letter words it likes. Alright. Melt. So that was the 5-letter word it wanted. Smelt. Obviously, melts as well is a word, but it wanted smell specifically by the looks of it. And as you keep getting words, it'll obviously power up your score. You get more magnifying glasses. I'm trying to figure it out myself as it goes along. So right, let's trying to do this in sequence. So when you've got 4 letters and there's 5 to work through, you want to kind of, like for me, the easiest thing to do is just ignore one of the letters. So let's start off with a S. Ignore that. Right, we've got melt. Right, then that's it. Take the L. You got stem. Mets, Thames. I think that's it. And then you get rid of the T. You got elms. And alright, it's done. I don't know if we got all the letters there. Probably not all the words, but all the words it wanted, and that was it. So that's it. So that was the daily level completed. And you'll get a level every day. So, yeah. And, yeah, as you go along, get more magnifying glasses. So you can get 4 on each one, I guess. You get a magnifying glass for getting all the words that it asks for. And then you get another bonus one for getting other words as well, I think. So yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, you can earn it up to, so I don't know if you can read that, probably not. Play a word search every day and earn magnifying glasses as prizes. You can earn up to 4 magnifying glasses per level. So yeah, you just keep going up and up and up. So get up to 32 for the maximum, I guess, in 8 days. Yeah, you just keep on going. So yeah. So obviously we got that one. And yep, that's one of the rewards. And we got that one. Obviously if you do it every day for 8 days, I guess it's what it's suggesting there. So there'll be another one tomorrow. There'll be another 7, and I've already had 1. If you can get a maximum of 4 each time. So if you got the maximum, you do it every day. You got the maximum each time, then you can get 32. If you miss just 1 on any day, then obviously you're not going to get that. So yeah, that seems to be it. Right. So yeah, those I don't know. I play on my PC. So this is on BlueStacks. It's an emulator. There are loads of emulators out there. They're all a little bit temperamental, I would say. Like, it's very difficult to kind of, like, there's always imperfections with, like, emulating another, like, device, I would say. So they're fairly, like, inefficient. Like, I mean, my computer is very powerful, but you'll be inefficient by emulating an Android device. So, so you'll lose some of the value because obviously it's inefficient. Not designed to do this specifically, but yeah. So, but anyway, there are loads of emulators out there, and I use it because this has version 1.27 on, and if you try it on, there you go, 1.27 at the bottom, very small. If you try that on other, like if I just use a browser, then it only goes up to 1.23. But I do use a browser as much as I can because it looks better. It looks a little bit better. I mean, it's not very well optimized for the browser. It's still 4 versions behind. It's only in 1.23 on the browser, but what it is, what it is. Have a look. I might play against the bot first, and then I'll play through some of the games. I'll swap to the my browser. God. So yeah, I'm gonna play a bot game just because I don't play them very often. I'm just gonna play a 1 against the bot. I'll try and do it in less than about 15 minutes, hopefully. Because I can't play this mode on the browser. I can play the bot, but it will be the lowest, just like the level before it updated. You won't get the choice of 5, it'll just be at a lowish level. You can see I keep getting this bug with a blank, where it's going blue when it shouldn't. Not good. I can't remember if this is a word or not. I'm gonna double check. No. Alright. That's gonna be bunk then. Literally. Oh wait, is it core bunko? Can't remember. Definitely, yeah, bunko I think is okay. Alright, I'll try and find something legit. There we go. Alright, so let's play bunko. Who's the best job? Oh yeah, I haven't introduced to my big papa. I went to York today, northeast of England. In the dark, you can't really see it properly, but there we go. Dun, dun, dun. 1 huge pork pie. Having that later. Looking forward to that. So, yep, still don't have a blank, but keeps showing up. Right, not the nicest letters here. So we've got Y. There's all the clunky stuff. Y itself doesn't really play for anything really good here. So it'd be nice to get some kind of pattern like that. Can we have Wincy? We can have Wincy, but it needs an E in it. So that kind of pattern would be good, or even like that. But yeah, doesn't look like I can hit anything there at the moment, which is a shame. So kind of looking at windy, that kind of thing. It's not brilliant. Not a brilliant rec. Nice to get whiny down with an H. I could do whiny with like that. That's probably going to be better than windy. You're getting the parallel words as well. I was going to score more. I don't see a lot else that's going to be rivaling that, really. Yeah, I think that's going to be the play. Yeah. The H isn't bad. I mean, the H is much better than the W or the Y. There's a letter keep. I'd love to get rid of the U. U is a bad tile here, but it's pretty inflexible. I'm not going to be able to. I'm not be able to get the leave I really want. HUR is pretty good. So, you know, we can take that. Alright, let's see what happens here. Oh, oh God. Oh dear. Okay, I'm struggling. Oh dear. That was nice from the bot. Nice little four-way overlap and going through the B. Yep. Nobody likes a smart ass though, so we'll try and get a bit of revenge on the bot. Show off. Alright, so it looks like Judd's in the bottom. I could do Joust as well. Should go the same. But HRD, I kind of prefer Judd's. It's nice to have the vowel, even though it is an O, which isn't great, but play Joust. Let me just show Joust. Just got three constants, and the TH is a nice synergy, so I kind of like that. Kind of like having TH together. Just looks more synergistic. Synergic? Synergic, probably. Yeah, that's a word. So yeah, it's more synergic. Synergic. This it just looks better, yeah. So I'm gonna go with Judd's. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna be behind, obviously, 22 behind as it is. Another U, fantastic. Yeah, another bonus, terrific. I think it has given me a bonus back though. Pretty sure Overhunt is good. Yeah, that looks pretty much like the only play realistically. So we're staying in touch, 10 points behind. Very volatile board, oh my god. Very volatile board, just the kind of board you want when you pick, where you want to pick this kind of absolute tosh. To be fair, I mean, it could have been a lot worse. I've actually got reasonable players with this Tosh, with said Tosh. Like this is a thing. I mean, a lot of people won't bother looking and just automatically change. But you got 37 points there. I mean, yeah, 4 vowels leave is bad, but 37 points, pretty good compensation. Definitely better than changing, but we've got even better options here potentially. So, like for instance, we got Vo, which probably about the same. I mean, it scores 5 points less, but the rack leave, you've only got 2 E's instead of 3. So that's a good good thing. But this looks a better spot instead. I think playing here is going to be the best score. Yeah. So you're getting 38 points. and the leave is the least worst of the options. So yeah, that's pretty reasonable. And hopefully we'll draw the Z. A really good pick would be the Z here. Ugh, I couldn't tempt fate, but we did get 3 constants, so that's pretty good. I'm just holding my breath because there's so much on offer. Oh wow, it's just burned the blank to 28, which was terrible. Terrible move, but it's the bot. It has no strategy whatsoever. Alright, so here we are. So this rank, it's pretty good now, the ST. It's just a case of we want to really... I mean, it's potentially a really strong bonus rack, but this isn't a very strong bonus board. Although, to be fair... there's potential for like a bonus here, ending in ERS. And you've got overhunts you can use as well. So there are places, I mean the H is, in theory, the plays the bonuses as the O, theoretically. They're not great in reality, but we've still got that spot over on the left. So it doesn't quite score as much with the V, but that's pretty strong. We'd rather leave like an A than 2 E's, like AE instead of, would be better than 2 E's, but we're getting 34 points. It's a good compensation. And again, please draw the Z. Let's see what happens. We're staying in touch anyway. I've not really drawn anything yet, and I'm still in touch. Have a look at the unseen. No U's to go. No more U's, no blanks. Oh, interesting. Tapolo. Right. Can you have T heads yet? You're gonna try stupid things. T heads. No. Alright, that's enough of me mucking about. Alright, so I picked 2 A's out, so maybe I'm glad I did get rid of one after all that. There's still this big Z available. The Z's going to be a huge tile. No 2 ways about that. That is going to be a huge tile. We've got a good rank again. It's just we just got too many A's, and 2 E's is slightly suboptimal, but it's not a big deal. Well, the 2 A's. So just getting rid of like AE is going to be very strong, but we've got to kind of think, well, again, it's not a great board for bonusing, so, but still, getting rid of AE is going to be strong, particularly if we can open the board up a little bit, because opening up the board is going to give our bonusy rack a lot more value. Obviously, a human player is more likely to kind of block that opening, but yeah, I think just playing off AE is going to be pretty good. You've got this spot here. We could use, or we could do something like this. All that. This seems like the reasonable play. Let's have a look at the bag and what's likely. I mean, I'd rather play EA, and the reason I'd rather play EA is because it's less flexible, but we have the T and we have the S, so we're likely to be able to access this, but it also makes it more inaccessible for the kind of clunky stuff the opponent is likely, well, more likely to have. So, you know, if we play AE, then you can have FAE, GAE, HAE, MAE, YAE, like pretty much everything. NAE is a word as well. It's like, and the D goes there as well. I mean, there's loads of hooks for it. Whereas EA, not a hook, not a hook, not a hook, not a hook, not a hook. Yep. No, no. Yep. No. Yep. 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 And yep. So there's a lot fewer hooks. I mean, they're both pretty wide open, but we need to go for that. As I say, we could draw something here. We could draw something onto the T. We could draw something here. Could even get a legitimate head word. You just don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of things we can hit here, and this is a super strong rack leaf, so there's going to be a lot of value there. Right, I'm going to speed up a tad. Make sure I get. So we got started tetrads. I think there's just those two. Only going to play here, I think. Yeah, got the Z. Oh dear. So let's look at news. So yeah. Well, my bonus is going to kind of catch up a little bit, but yeah, I got the Z. What can I say? So we got tetrads. Oh wait, that's not going to play, is it? No, that wouldn't fit it. I think it's restarted, retasted. Are either of those going to play? No, not really. Alright, I'm just going to play a started. I think that's the only thing that's going to fit anyway. I think that's the only thing that fits. I may be wrong, but anyway. I didn't even look at the ERE. I keep missing 10-letter words. Like, you wouldn't believe the one I had. I'll show you the one I missed earlier. When it comes up on my Scrabble games, it's just amazing. Alright, so there's no blanks to come. So there's 10 vowels out of 19, so slightly vowel heavy. 3 L's, 2 F's, so we've got one of everything else. So there's a lot of L's to come, but partly there's a lot of vowels, so this rack isn't too bad. We should be able to sort it out. It has just kind of played Nisi and kind of blocked my overhunt, so gotta be wary of the board getting closed down here. I could really do with an IE with this rack. Oh, excuse me. Right, so let's say I need to keep this board open if I can. I don't want to block. I can play through the A relatively safely, but I can't really like fork the board. So if I want, what I mean by forking the board is it like play something through the T, like along words, and then it would open up this here, and like lanes through the top as well. So create opens in 2 separate spots that can both be blocked at the same time. That'd be what I'd be looking for if it was a human. Obviously, the bot doesn't really consider position particularly. It just plays whatever's the highest, so it wouldn't like go out of its way to block. But it could do accidentally, you know. Anyway, right. I don't really want the D and the G here. Like, I'd rather get rid of those, and to be honest, the C as well. Like the hard consonants. But certainly the DG is not really that good. I don't know. I mean, I could play through here and be relatively safe. I mean, the S is good because it gives me the IEST possibility. I don't really want to play the S, although I might be forced into it later on, but I could do this. I mean, in theory, this gives me another spot. We got Scrog. It's not a bad leave, actually. It's kind of like, I'm not likely to get a bonus next time, but like the time after, you know what I mean? I don't like the O isn't that great, you know what I mean? I'm kind of hoping to get like 3 vowels almost. I mean, it's unlikely, but At least 2. And then like try and open, and I got a bonus. That's how it lands going. In my head. Anyway, we'll try it. I mean, it opens up another line. There we go. That's perfect. So, not sure I actually have any bonuses with that, but oh wait, I have Pansied. I have Pansied through and Scrog. Alright, we'll see how this goes. There's 3 in the bag, so I still have ways of winning. I mean, there's still a chance of getting overhunts as well. Nissi didn't totally block it, but yeah, I've got Pansied. And yeah, Scrog. We'll see what happens. There's pretty much nothing else to think about, is there really? Alright, let's go. I'm going to play this last one quick. I'm not going to go through the endgame too much. Yeah, I've got Ole, so I can play that in the top left. It's going to get a reasonable score here. Oh yeah, it's got a lot with that. Am I going to be able to win? Probably not. Yeah, I think it's 1 with that. 25. Yeah, it's going to win by a point. Game. I think it's 2 I've lost by a point against the bot. 2. Yeah, it just had enough. It didn't. If it had it didn't have an I, or it didn't have like one of the big, like I had the Y instead of the L or something like that. But yeah, Johnny, get right, right. Quickly play that, or it runs out. All right. Oh, it's actually I prefer this one a little bit. It's more blocky, so I can kind of think. Right. There's all the biggies here. Yeah, it'd be nice to get banjos, but I don't think it's going to happen, is it? I wouldn't usually do that, but it's only 2 doubles, and they're going to score that much. The 2 doubles. Usually I like to try and line like get them combined together, but they're not going to get much. It's not going to make much difference with it. It makes a big difference if you get like two triples, you know? Yeah, that was a really good run. I'm going to waste some gems, just because it's probably the right thing to do to actually burn gems on this. It'd help if I was quicker, like, but never mind. Not gonna work. Nope. Alright. Need to eat more pie, obviously. I've only actually had 2 today. 2 pork pies. Incredible. At least we got a, well, normal score, but need an extra 15 seconds to get it. But yeah, I've only had 2, not that size, by the way. Only small ones. That's a medium, by the way. I've never seen a large one, but that's a medium pie. I've had 2 small. They're kind of like that size. Like, they'd fit well in my hands, and I've only got small hands, like. But it's obviously not in proportion to the rest of my body, obviously, but I'm 6'2". But yeah, I want to attempt to. Since everything I can play now is on the other one, I'm gonna swap to the browser. So just bear with me a little bit. Won't take long. I'll be on the. God, I hate Microsoft Internet Explorer and follow-ups. Just show me it. Oh, for God's sake! All right, there we go. Finally got it. It's going to log me out of that one, so you'll probably see that soon. Go away with the. Am I enjoying it? Here we go. Why is it doing that? It's yeah. Let me just sort that out. To get to the right window. Ta-da! There we are. We're there. So we swap to the browser. And the sound's working. Yep. Alright. So I just swapped to this because it looks a little bit better, I think. Alright, here we go. I just need to rejig my windows and we'll all be sorted out. Here we go. Right, so they've already done the word search. Sorry if you missed that. So we're going to do a bit of Rush, a bit of Tumblr, and we'll go through all my games. I'm going to go through my games now, actually. So as always, if you want to challenge me, evil budgie or one word. Now you're not going to see the blanks, because this isn't an earlier version, 1.23. The blanks don't show up properly on this one, because it's an old version, basically. Alright, so... interesting situation. So, they just played Comet. If I could find a 9 timer through here, even if it's not a bonus, it would score a hell of a lot of points. So it would certainly be worth considering if I could find like a... I mean, there's... I'm trying to think what would... Something like that. I can't see an 8-letter word playing 3ET, but it would score a lot because it's just like 8 points. So if I used a D in there and I used sort of letters in a blank, it's got 72 because it's 9 times like an 8-point word in face value times 9 because it's 3 times 3 is 9 times 8, 72 points. So it's just like getting a normal bonus basically. Notice if you've got like H's involved or more pointy stuff, then it quickly becomes a lot better than the bonus. Anyway, I still haven't found a bonus yet with this rank. So I should probably try and do that. I can see 7s like Lardoon, but they're not really like there's 7s like Doolands, Onlords, I think. This is a bit laggy. It's very, very laggy. I have no idea why. Very laggy. Alright, so I'm trying to find a bonus. Kind of failing at the moment. Can't see one. Not that it's going to fit on the board. It's probably something, but thing is with a blank, it's less of a problem if you miss a bonus with a blank, because the blank is going to make you bonus a lot of the time anyway. Such a good tile, so it's less of a mistake to miss a bonus with a blank, because the blank had so much to your rack value anyway that you'll probably bonus anyway next turn if you don't get one this turn. You know what I mean? So it generally doesn't cost you that much in terms of like equity, like the value if you're lost by like not playing the best move. But yeah, this lag is horrendous. I might have to swap back at this rate. Oh wait, let me just see if this closing this helps. Right. Nope, still pretty bad. Amazing how intensive a game of Scrabble can be onto a computer, isn't it? When it's not, when it's not very well optimized anyway. Yeah, mate. All right. So there's stuff like Talon, Tondo, that kind of thing. I'm not going to score a lot here if I don't find a bonus. Is it? I feel like there's probably something here, but easy to miss. Stuff like loop. I'd like to get rid of the U, the double O. Sorry. So something like, oh god, this is horrendous. Something like Dune for 21. Even AL's quite strong. I keep finding like 8s like non-modal and stuff that don't fit on the board. Doesn't fit here. Fit there. Oh, irritating. Oh wait. Oh no. I thought unload was gonna unload fitted there. No, it doesn't. Not even close. Dune. Yeah, I'm probably missing something. It's just gonna have to be. We're gonna have to just do Dune. Oh, it's gone. The leg's gone. Weird. All right, let's like click and see what I've missed. Still lags like hell every time I submit, but I'm getting a low disk space message on my computer. Sorry about that, folks. Cause it's bloody it's like I've got two hard drives. Like, move one. Uh, all right. I'm gonna have to move some stuff. Sorry about this, folks. Let me just move something over to the other. Sorry, folks. That's why it was lagging, I think, because using my I've got two drives on this computer, so I think that's what's happening. Oh, sorry, I was going to look at that, wasn't I? Crap. I was going to look at the game and won't even let me scroll now without being annoying. I can't remember which game it was. Was it that one? Yeah, it was that one, wasn't it? Alright, let's see what I missed. Sure there was something. Moorland. Ugh, God. Yeah, there's so many options there. I didn't want to take forever looking through them all. It's not really entertaining, but having said that, now there's trying to clear some room on my hard drive. Right, folks, I'm just going to move something. So I'll just be. Well, let me do that. And I'll be fine. Let me just move some stuff. Alright. We're nearly there. Sorry about this. Randomly decide to run out of space just as I was stream. Right. They're on V already. By the way, don't ever use OneDrive. It's my one piece of advice: never use OneDrive. It wiped out a load of my game saves and stuff on the desktop one day. Just randomly deleted it. Didn't even go into recycle bin or anything. Completely wiped. Never seen it again. So never use OneDrive. All right. So what have we got on here that I can get rid? Let me just get rid of that. All right, that should do it. Right, we should be fine now. Sorry about that, folks. I was wondering why it was lagging. Right, we're back. Right, let's go through some more games. If you see the, this just means I've muted them because they're a bot. I want to keep playing bots. There's plenty of humans, although you wouldn't think so in this game. It's still a bit laggy, but then again, it always is. Just need to play 08 to go out. We've got 8 at the top. We've got 2 here. It's a little bit more. 10, that'll do. Right. So yeah, that was a bot basically. One of the, I think there's somebody did a thing. There's over, I think they found over 200 bots on the game. It's incredible. Like, you wouldn't believe how many bots they've gotten, and they kind of like they've served the purpose at this point. It's like, why you still have bots on when there's like millions and millions of downloads of the game? You don't need, like, why they're still there, but they're there. They're still there, annoying the hell out of everybody. Right. So, one of those bracks. I'd love to get rid of all of these 3 pointy tiles. Keep something like ES, but it's not going to happen. We're going to have to kind of, compromise somewhere. So we've got obvious spots to, get rid of things like that. That leaves 3 E's, which isn't very nice. Do stuff like that. We could do Sweetie. How much does that score? Does that warrant getting rid of the S? Probably not. It's close, but probably not worth it. So yeah, that's kind of like the options here, realistically. You're trying to choose which is the best. Yeah, I don't really like any of them overly, but the Y isn't too bad. It's just really bad for bonusing. This is such a flexible spot. I said that, like, the Y is good here. I might get something with that kind of ending at some point. So, playing few, there's quite a lot of upside there. And I take out a pretty volatile spot. They get the X there or whatever. The main thing is it's such a flexible spot. You can pretty much put whatever you want. Of course, I roll the X myself, but that's the other thing to mention with spots like that. You can always draw the X yourself when you block it. So it's like people kind of look at positions and like analyze them in the respect that, It's like my opponent's going to get that like, every time. Like, well, no, you could draw it as much as your opponent could. You know, draw that X or draw that S or draw that blank or what. You've got to kind of be level-headed about it and realize, like, if they're going to get first shot, like if I left that spot, then they're more likely to use it because they've got next turn on it. So, and if they don't use it, then I'm next more likely to use it because then I'd have a shot at it, the next shot. So it becomes like a 60-40, 70-30. Depends how useful that area is. I would say this is pretty useful, and most, like a lot of moves are going to be played around that spot. As I said, not necessarily the X, just F, W, Y, H, just those kind of letters, you know? Yeah. For the next game. Right. Interesting option. Playing elms. Alright, they got nice word sunroof or unroof. Unroofs, whatever. Alright, don't think I've got any bonus here. Do with an E for like refusion, I think is good, but nice to get the F here. 5-letter word, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen, does it? We got this little spot here, we could play like Finny, something like that, but again, 33. It's a starting point. I think we're probably gonna get something better than that. Around the G maybe. We've still got that ING, so it'd be nice to, we could leave that IN and again play it somewhere else. But it's gonna kind of run out of spots, you know. So if I had a play there, it'd be great, but I don't. We've got the old classic UFO or Thu for that kind of thing. I don't see a great move here, to be honest. Anything that's like really standing out for me. As I said, I don't want to play that IN particularly because it has a lot of value with that G there. But I may be forced into playing something here. Well, it could be just a case of doing something boring like that and just leaving IN. I don't really want to keep the U, but not bad to be fair. As I say, there's nothing that's really standing out for me. I actually prefer of than Finny, but actually it's probably not much. They're probably pretty much similar. I mean, Finny might even be better in some people's eyes. I don't know. We'll have a look at it anyway. So I'll put that down so you can see what the leave is. Sour. I mean, OU has more synergy than UI, but we have got ING. If we play it off, we've got ING to work with potentially. I mean, it could still get blocked any moment because it is in the triple lane. It's like a high traffic part of the board, with the triples there, with the O there, and you're gonna get a lot of plays made in this area. So it's not that likely to sit around, but I don't know. I just don't like it, but it might be my best option. Like also you just try and find like an ING as well. Don't really see much. I don't see much there. Can you have throwing? Doing and throwing? 30 points. But then, is getting rid of OR really improving the rag compared to Finny? Probably not. I don't know. I think I'm going to be kind of begrudgingly play Finny. I mean, we've got Greiser. So we got to place the bonus there anyway. I don't know. We don't need to focus too exclusively on the ing. We've got the S, the R. Greiser is good. Greises. So we got this lane here as well. You can play a lot of sevens here. I'm not enamored with that. Played U4, U4 here as well, actually. That may have been a little bit better, actually. U4, 6, 8, 16, 19, 24. Keeping Rins. Could have been better. Could have been better. I don't know. We have got a bonus, though. You got unlikely words. It's 77. You see it's green. Green diamond means it's legit. We could also play it here. It's probably going to be more up there. My God, it's laggy, isn't it? It's not my fault anymore. I deleted, cleared my hard drive and it's still laggy. I don't think it's anything to do with that, no. Right, my God, I've had some crap in this game. Right, let's point out, Sky, you can have Esky, which I think is made famous by somebody was like in the sea or something like that, and he I don't know how he ended up in the water. He was obviously trying to survive, stay afloat, and he grabbed onto an esky. In this would be like America, Australia, sorry. He stayed on a esky, grabbed onto it, like a big picnic basket, like a picnic box or something like that, but with like it's more like beers, I think. I don't know. Anyway, they held onto the esky and they survived, stayed afloat. So it's like a big kind of box of free booze, I guess, beer. But I guess you could use it for picnics, that kind of thing. Anyway, anecdote on. You can stick an R on the end here. Maybe people don't think of. But it looks an unusual hook, doesn't it? You wouldn't think to put an R on the end, but it does. Skier. And you can put a Y and the E on the end. So it's quite extendable, surprisingly. But we've got two options here. We've got wine. We can extend our something that gets rid of the T and the D. I mean, I could do like Ted, but then I've only got like 4 consonants, which is even, well, possibly even uglier than having a duplicate. So, so I've got like drag or red. You can have red with double D. So I could do like drag like that. 21. Keeping D double T. Not a good combination, but needs must. Oh, I could do something like that. It'd be nice to keep the D behind actually with that because you have got the D. Got a pretty good mileage to kind of hook that. I mean, if you've got an L for Axel, be nice, but it doesn't score a huge amount. But you get more value if you put the D there and you can like parallel play down the side. So yeah, a few options here. Kind of tempted towards drag. I'd like to have played there, but this is good. But it's going to be hard to use the D there, you know, because you got the R. You have to put you need to draw an E, play parallel here, and then so you're just getting DE. There's not much value in that. You need another vowel like an A for dead or something like that, or D D D E D double E D D E I D is also good. You need those kind of things. I don't know. Not very inspiring. Or else. Whereas wine, obviously going to take an R as well as a D, as well as a S. It's more limiting to my opponent to do drag. Uh, Because if I've got the NS, then it's gonna make it like a bonus ending an S. It's gonna be easier to play that if I play a drag. It's gonna go just nicely down here. But other than that, oh, I'm gonna go Gert. I think I might regret it, but as long as I don't have an R or a D. Like, I'm gonna get use out of this with my Ds. Oh wow, that's actually a pretty good pickup. The first for this game. God, it's so laggy. I have to swap back to blue stacks. Right. As I said last time, played Lex. Let's keep it an S, so I'd have like multiple options, whatever they did. Sure enough. I've got the S, but unfortunately I didn't draw any vowels. Unfortunately, AXA is not good. We could have Taxa. Taxa is not good. It's one of those that comes up a lot, but not being allowed yet. It's kind of ugly situation. Like, maybe like forced into playing something like that. Which is not pretty, but I don't see a lot of options. Alternatively, there could be my main other option is Taxa. Keep the S back. Frustrating. Frustrating. I'm going to play Taxa, keep some of my S value. Like, I figure I'm going to get something reasonable with this S eventually. At least it should, unless they have an S, they can't really do much off this. Like, the trouble with Sty is it takes an E. I don't have an E. Not much of anything, really. Also, it uses my Y, so... Like, I should have a play something with the Y. Keeping the Y back. Going well. Right. Oh dear. Alright, so another Vowley rack. Compared to the last one. Anyway, right. So we got 2 A's, 2 E's. So, like, the main priority is, like, ideally, I would like to get rid of A or E or something like that. You know, I'd like to get rid of these tiles. And that's pretty strong. That's like that's my best possible rack leave. It's probably worth about 8 to 10 points or thereabouts. Not overwhelming, but as you can see, it's not going to take much to kind of like outscore that because it's only scores 6 there. So you think you'd be able to do better. Anyway, just doing stuff like this. That's 21. The rack leave probably about neutral, but it scores 21 points. So it's 15 points more. It's going to be better. But that's probably even better than that. I can do Aeon for 21. This will be a positive rack leave. I'm fairly sure of that. Probably like 2 or 3 plus 2 or 3 thereabouts. It's obviously vowel heavy. There's an extra vowel. It'd be better for one of those, you know, keep the N instead of an A or something, but it's still going to be a positive rack leave. We've got the E hook area. Takes an E area. So that looks pretty decent. You can play Aero as well. So keep the N, play the R, but there's already 3 R's being played already. So yeah, I mean, there are floating R's to play through, but the fact that there aren't many R's to come means the R is a stronger tile. Yes, the fact that they're available as floaters detracts a little bit, but not that much. So Aeon looks pretty good. Itchy nose. The best thing about having an itchy nose is like trying to like scratch it without looking like you're picking your nose. That's like you know, first world problems and all that, but it's a real problem, like, you know. Right, I've got Henbane. Yep, I'm gonna play a Henbane. Doesn't look like there's anything. Anything rivaling that. But yeah, honestly, itchy nose. I'm not picking it or anything like that. It's just damn itchy. Alright. It's a shortage of pie, I think that's what's doing it. Yes, 8 out of 10 premium squares. So we got Rehinge. They played Juice. Ooh. Can you just get rid of that T? I'd be able to do Juice. One of those sneaky little hooks. So easy to miss. Like a lot of people know Jew or Goo, however you pronounce it. The old Shetland viol. Violin, basically. But the one thing to put a G there, just because it's so unusual, just you wouldn't think to think that. But anyway, get Rehinged down. I wish it'd pick the double word, but it won't. Right. So there we go. Rehinge. Pretty sure I haven't got anything else because I had a good look last time and I didn't stay out. There it is. So we get our bonus down. We're back 86 points ahead. Pretty comfortable. Kind of withstand even a bonus, and I've drawn another one. Well, another 8. Another 7. Won't go at the moment, but yeah, that is a word. I think I've got any 8s, but yeah, that is a word. We've got a nice spot here actually. We just play a therm, leave ES. That'd play nicely down the side with HM. That would get a lot of points. Right. Oh, they've just got iodizes. I've got taddies. Fortunately, they've took the better spot and got a big Z there as well. That's pretty jammy of them, but we're gonna get them back for that. I don't think. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be taddies and that's about it. Oh, the D is a blank actually. Again, because it's the browser version. It's 1.23. Normally the blank in the newer version the blank is in blue, so it's more obvious. But right. Taddies it is. So we go back ahead 47 points, but anybody's game. Challenge complete. Getting getting thingy premium squares. I think it's kind of like getting a you know achievement for breathing in and out. You know, kind of what Scrabble's about. Like it's like you do pretty well not to hit a premium square at some point. All right, so we got Amniot. Doesn't play. Nobody cares. Like one of those things in Scrabble, people will bang on. Oh, I had a unplayable sound. It's like, well, so what? Like everybody gets unplayable bonuses. You just have to kind of like, yep, doesn't play. Yep, you're just gonna be like that about it and get on. Right, and then also have a look for things that could mean your bonus plays. So like if I had an A, I'd have metanoia. But I don't think I've got anything. So what's L? Anything with L? Amniot plus an L? Doesn't ring any bells. Anyway, there's lots of eights that I could hit, but there's not many floating tiles around, so doesn't look helpful. So we've seen we can't really bonus, so what do we do next? Well, it'd be nice to play off M and a couple of vowels. You got like limo, that kind of thing. You know, this would be a strong reclave, but it just goes 15. But that's probably like an ideal reclave. Oh, excuse me. Something like this score a bit more, but it's a lot weaker because you're playing the N, which contributes a lot to your rec. But it's probably still a little bit better than limo, but not by much. I mean, it scores 9 points more, but the N probably adds probably 5 points or more value to your rec next turn with these 3 letters. It just goes really well with that. Balances out the vowel heaviness. Got nice synergy. It just goes well with that. So anyway, so you have something like that. You have a look at that. Can you have mated? Yeah, interesting. So you could certainly have a good look at something like this as well. Whoops. So something like that. That's going to score a lot. That's 28 points. It'd be even better if I could do something ending in it. Oops. Something like ending like that, but I don't think there's anything there. Or even, it'd be nice to keep the E back. So that's not bad. So this seems pretty strong. A good score. So yeah, I kind of liking that. I say there's maybe something better here, but let's go with that for now. Ugh. I say that direct leave of tie isn't particularly great. Let's have a look. Oh, that was it. That was my high score in that same spot. Right, so this game, I keep having the blank in the queue and keep drawing gunk. And I picked WK last time. Which is not nice. But it's kind of workable, I guess. Yeah. You know, like Kepi or something. Well, it's a good score, like 38. Just a shame about the whole QW thing, but I think it's going to be like a lot better than like I could burn the blank and play Quep, but which would score like 48, but I don't want to burn the blank on that. It's not worth it. P has value, as I said last time. You can put a P on the end of that, so it'd be nice to try and keep that, but there just aren't any like words I can make really with like that. That's a 3-letter word, but doesn't really work, does it? Like another alternative, I could just play something like Pew. Doesn't score as much. How about down here? 35. That's tempting because like keeping the eye is a little bit better with the Q. You got QI obviously. You also creating a nice little spot for the K. And instead that you also creating a spot for the J. So you've got to be wary of that as well. But you are creating a nice spot for the K. I don't know. I'd rather keep the K with the Q than the W. I mean, at least there's like words with the that I can think of with a QK. I mean, not many, but like quick. Like with a W, so it's like squall, and that's about it. I don't know. I'm kind of gonna go with Pew, I think. I just hope I get something where I can get I mean, I can play QI up here, but it just doesn't... Oh, interesting. Yeah, I can play the... Create a great spot. I mean, I'll probably get hit by the J, but... That's a good spot with a K. And I can balance it out pretty well. But yeah, the Q's been a pain, but... It is what it is, isn't it? Alright, they've played earlies. They've emptied the bag. They've got the K. Brilliant. It's annoying because if they didn't have the if they had the K with this rank, they probably wouldn't have bonused anything. But they've got the K, so we're just gonna get one move here to try and score as much as possible. Try and get as much crap off the rack as possible. I'm thinking there. Yeah, it looks pretty good. 37. Yeah, looks good enough. They're gonna have KO for 16 or whatever. But I'm gonna be safe on that one. Right. A bit fairer. I've just exchanged bonuses there. I'd habited, I played coveting. Right, so yeah, we got like fakey. Looks pretty strong. There's value here with the F. You know, I could do stuff here. Or like words like that, maybe. Like fake for 36. At least 2 E's though, but stuff like that is worth considering. But also do faker or back here, that kind of thing. This seems it seems quite strong, but it does open up big triple. So maybe tempting to play fake just because it doesn't give this away. A little bit more defensive. This is certainly creating value for my opponent by doing that. Like it scores one more to play fake. I think it does anyway. Yeah, it's 35 versus 36. I mean, a 35 is a better rack leave by a few points, but this is a better position by a few points. So 6 and 2 threes, isn't it? Like I know a lot of people will see something like this. I'll show you, and that's reasonable, but fake is going to be better than that. And again, you're going to give away a little bit of value because there's not a lot to go with on this board. You know, there's not good scoring spots really. I mean, you can maybe do something like that, but you've got to get the right letter. Even then, it's not scoring that much, and then you're giving away this spot here. You're doing players like that. Likewise, I mean, this isn't really using a particularly good spot because, I mean, there's only the F that does any damage there. But, you know, it does kind of block that, I guess, but I'm going to go with that just because of the defense. The defense. The D. So many games. Yeah. I think I might stick to the Amazing BlueStacks is actually looking like a better option. The good thing like on BlueStacks is it seems to have stabilized with the sound and such. So I've had all sorts of issues with, like I kept on having to reload the BlueStacks program. As I say, it's an Android emulator. So it emulates like a mobile device basically on my computer, and I kept having to rerun it to get most of the sounds. I mean, it's still generally never perfect, but it actually worked okay the last with 1.27. Kind of shocked by, but they'll probably patch it and break it again. But can't have everything. Right, gimped looks like the play, doesn't it? After all, my waffling. Yeah, 57. No brainer. Again, easy to get like distracted by playing above on that one, but you're just gonna look through all the options, see what you can do. Right. So this is a pretty jammy. Start off with yodelers, and we got leopards. Just what else can I do here realistically? Pol. Yeah, pauldron. Yeah, that's right. Polaroid. I wonder if is that even good in Scrabble? I don't think it is it? Polaroid? Polaroid. Is that a word in Scrabble? No, didn't think it was. So we got leopard. Just see whether there's anything there through the S. Like double double is the first thing I should be looking for is a double double. It's gonna score the most. I don't know if there's anything there like pro. I think this is right, but it keeps on sticking in my head, so I'm just gonna get it out of the way. No, I don't know. I don't know why it kept coming up in my brain. I didn't like it. I knew it was wrong, but yeah. Right. We've got leopards. Not great, but starting point. Aldrin. Again, not very good. Drop. Dropland or something. Certainly drop looks like if I was going to look for like prefixes, suffixes, like possible compound things. I don't see anything useful with drop yet. Like play word or something. I don't know. Getting on, isn't it? And it's getting dark. Started off dark and it's got darker. I'll have to get myself a proper light. I always look weird when I put my light on, and it's all behind me anyway, so it doesn't really just illuminates the backdrop. It doesn't illuminate me particularly. It looks like I'm on a Blair Witch project or something. Yeah, right. All right, kind of given. All right, I think I've probably. Yeah. The word play word. I don't know why. Things just popping into my head and I can't get rid of them. No. It's wordplay. That's why. That's why it's in my head. I swap words around like that all the time. It's like my nemesis. Alright, I'm sure I'm missing loads of better players here. I'll give up. I'll just like I'll stick to like sounding intelligent and then just making correct players. At least I can sound intelligent when it gets to the end game. I'm not missing loads. I'm just sluggish with bonuses at the moment. Let's have a look. See priorities, benefit. See how crap I am. See what the best player was. Must have been something better than that. Actually, only 74. So I haven't missed anything major there. And yeah, another word. Like in theory, I know all the 7 and 8s. Pretty much everything apart from some of the 6s. And 9-letter words, obviously, but I know everything up to 8 letters. But some of the 6s I'll be rusty on, but anyway. But now that was before the added words. Add new words, so I'm useless. I don't know most of the new words, so right. They blocked my my useful spot for the D. But I did get like one of the players I was kind of thinking I could draw to. I don't like what it opens up though. I kind of want to play the R there just to make it awkward. Like, they have to put an E there. That kind of makes it win. A lot of I's to come. Oh, I don't have any I's anywhere. Lots of R's and T's. Not so many N's. So I'm just thinking because I can play. See, like I can play just goo. I can play gooer. That's keep dragging the wrong one. I can play gooer, or I can play goon. Normally I play goon because there's a bit more synergy, but there's a few R's to come. I'm kind of tempted to do that instead. Hmm. Alternatively, be something like here. I could play, you know, Ago, Agon, that kind of thing. That's got pretty well. But it leaves an O instead of an A. So this is reasonable, but it keeps an O instead of an A. So it's not as good because I'd much rather keep the A. Particularly there's only 3 of them left. I'm kind of tempted. Because there's plenty of R's to come, I'm going to do G. And we'll see what happens. We draw another N. So we just played 2 N's there, there's 1 N here, so not many left. Right, we'll just play that last. Extended deer with ER. Yeah, I didn't want to. As I said, I didn't want to play dead and make it easy for them to come down the side. So I'd rather keep it cagey for the time being. I wish that was a word. It would help me a lot. We have got Corksed and OU 25. That's quite a good score. But yeah, not a good rack leave. Oh, to be fair, I'm very limited here. Like I'm looking at stuff like this. 24. There's probably a better rack leaf, but I don't know. Pretty horrible. Enough Budo. Do that. And gamble on them not having another S. But yeah. Hmm. This backfires a bit if they have an S, you see. But they're not guaranteed to have an S. But they haven't bonused yet. So there's every possibility they have an S. But they could also just as easily not have an S either. But I mean, it does open up this triple as well. Whereas you'd think they'd have full access to this, and I don't know. I think it's the best of a bad lot anyway. Get rid of my W. Can't get rid of the U, but Alright. Let's go and play something else. So I haven't done any rush yet, have I? Or Tumblr. We'll do a couple of games of each. Oh, already past the year. I'll play one of each, then we'll call it a night. So yeah, Tumblr is just the let's say the usual version. Itchy nose. Alright, so you got the triple there. The triple and the double in the same column, so I can't set them both up. But we can get the Z down, so we do a bit more scoring with them. That will be okay. I mean, keep the Q. Oh dear. There goes that. So we're maximizing the value of the triple word with the, you know, using the Z with it each time, that kind of thing. And we're trying to make sure we use this fourth column, so it keeps on cycling down, basically. Use this. Yeah, I've got quarter. We've got a big each time with it, which is ideal. Do I even have a word here? Or kuzu. Hard fit. Hard spot. Alright, so I mean, I was relatively sluggish, but still get a good score. Solid score. With a change, it'll be over 500, doubled over 1,000. That's pretty much the principle. If you don't have the double and triple word scores, it's just basically blitz through as quickly as you can. Alright, bit of Rush Classic. Even get a good score. Try and finish with a good score. But if this is oh yeah, it's still 8 turns, so they changed it yesterday, maybe yesterday or the day before. But yeah, definitely it changed yesterday. So yeah, now you only get 8 turns, so you have a fair bit more time, but obviously it means you don't score as much. So we should be able to get a decent score with the X. I maybe should have played the X immediately, but I don't know. Trying to balance the rack by playing. Oh, it doesn't really. Now there'll be a B somewhere along the line, you would think, but yeah, it's not brilliant, but yeah, can't have everything. Right, there's the Z, so we should at some point get something there. Can't do it yet, but yeah, I kind of preferred it when it was 10 moves, to be honest, but I don't know why they dropped it to 8, to be honest, but yeah, whatever. It makes it more, like, uncertain whether you're going to get certain tiles or not. I think I'm going to play Cuz. Get rid of the U. I don't really want the U at all. It's like, you don't know if you're going to get the blank or not, or like the B is going to turn up or not. I mean, obviously you can try and burn more tiles, turn over more tiles to try and get those kind of things, but yeah, I kind of preferred it with 10 moves rather than 8, but right, I don't know what to do with this one. I've got the good old classic 32. I could do Jaffa, keep the S back. Probably should keep the S back, but yeah, it's not been the greatest game, this one. Really limited. I've had like nothing. Nothing to really work with. Right, I'll play another one. Try and get a decent score. That was a bit naff. Now we get barring. Just randomly get the bonus. Thank you. So helpful. Alright, we'll try and get a decent one to finish with. So probably like 300-ish would be decent. Alright, that's easy. I'm gonna go Quippo. Could play Kite. Should leave the Vowel in a better spot, but yeah. I don't want the BB. Keeping BP is pretty ugly. Simple X spot up. I could have played BAUX again. But not really looking that good, is it? Do that. Still has to be the play, I think. Not a lot on offer here. I'm going to play Life, because at least I can hit Joker if I keep the K back, whereas I can't really hit anything with the F. Yeah, we got loads. We got Jiver, Joker. I guess the V is going to be more awkward, but it's going to be 2 points less. I don't know. Play Jiver. Should be getting 300 here. 25. Then we got the Z as well. Yeah, we should be there. I think the Z's gonna keeping the K is really gonna help me much, but at least not that I can see at the moment. We got Kanzu. 36. Feels like there should be something better than this, but I'm not seeing it. Oh well. There it is. Alright. Kenzu. Let's have a look at that. What does Kenzu mean anyway? Let's have a look on Zisifer. Kenzu Swahili. Swahili word. A long white garment worn in parts of Africa is Kenzu. Alright. I'm going to take care of my pie. Thanks everybody for watching. Happy Scrabbling, everybody. It's not really as big as it looks. It's yeah. I mean, it is big. It's like yeah. It's a big pie, but foreshortened and all that. That's not like fisheye. Yeah, you know what it is. Things in close up look bigger, all that kind of thing. Anyway. Thanks everybody for watching, and all like, shares, and all that kind of thing. Helps keep the stream going. I'm gonna close this before it lags my computer to death. It's not even lagging the computer; it's just the Windows lagging. But is what it is. I think I'll stick with BlueStacks, even though it looks a little bit smaller, until hopefully they update this and make this work properly. And obviously. Oh yes, I should plug the Kickstarter for Woogies. Is it Woogies or Woogles? I can't remember now. Woogles, sorry. So there's a Kickstarter for Woogles. There's 7 days to go on that. So that one is for those who, I mean, everybody should be supporting this really. Woogles. It's if you just do Kickstarter, search for Kickstarter Woogles. There's a week to go. It's already funded, but you can keep putting more money in. It'll help make it better, bigger and better. So what Woogles is, as it says, up for competitive real-time word gaming. So you can see the screenshots on there. It's like Scrabble, but made by Scrabblers for Scrabblers, rather than like apps like this. Like these are like Scrabble GO, don't get me wrong, brilliant. Professional job by the developers and everything else, but like they don't get the nuances of Scrabble and what people like and all that kind of thing. So like they're having to get feedback from people and respond to it. It's like they only just it's like it took them all this time to make the blank more clear on the board, things like that. So it'll get there certainly, and like they have polish and budget and everything else, like a big company has, to make a really big, great game that'll be flash and appeal to everybody and all that kind of thing. But Woogles is more about for the hardcore Scrabblers. It'll have all sorts of great stuff that, I mean, let me have a read through. So, let me have a look. That was update 4. Where are we at the start? Oh, there's the campaign tab. So yeah, it's basically professionally designed and programmed by passionate long-time players. That's what they're saying, and everything is designed with players in mind because they're players themselves. And so yeah, and it'll be flexible. And yeah, just Google it. Kickstarter, Woogles, WOOGLES, and put some money towards it. Help fund it, and I'm sure it's already up and running in a kind of alpha stage. And there'll be loads of stuff, and you can read all about it there. And yeah, go fund that. Yeah, there's a week left to fund it. It's already funded, but as I say, more money will help make it bigger and better. And none of it's going to it's non-profit and all that kind of thing. Open source, all that kind of thing. I think it's open source anyway. Maybe not open source. I don't know. But yeah, it's very kind of transparent. It's all done anyway. So yeah, go fund that. So yep, that's it for tonight. I'm gonna eat my pie, and I'll be back as usual tomorrow. As always, daily streams at 8:30. So I'll be back again tomorrow then, 8:30. More Scrabble GO action. Probably back on the emulator rather than this kind of glitchy, laggy browser version. So see you all then, and be another word search as well by then. So it'll take up about 3 minutes of stream before we go on to something else. But yeah, see you all then. Cheers, everybody, and happy Scrabble.